red one.
I am about to show them the red one. Do you want to show them?
Look.
Oh my, beautiful. That is a Thai chili. And Philip literally ate one of these green ones, like before it got red. And he loves spice, and it about blew his socks off. So I'm very curious. I do want to make Thai food with the chilies. I'm curious how much that we're gonna be able to handle. We like spice, but we'll see. We literally just put this card together. We went and picked up the P.O. box. Big, huge thank you, Maya. You were so sweet. She sent us this car for when we go outside into the garden so Cassidy doesn't get into mischief. And I think it's gonna work well. Okay, we are sprinting inside because we're getting eaten by mosquitoes and it's just the worst. But look at this. Oh, these are called habanadas. They are habaneros, but they don't have the heat. So they kind of taste fruity. They're really fun, but they are doing well this year for us. I'll come out and get more later when I'm not getting eaten by mosquitoes. But then we've got our banana peppers too, that I am just cutting up and putting back into a little marinade. And then we've got these shishito peppers over here. Look at all those guys. So awesome. All right, we've got some bell peppers, and I'm gonna show you this really pretty bell pepper down here. I've got a bucket full of just randoms that we're gonna do for dinner. But look at this. Oh, look at that beauty. It's gonna be a nice yellow. I was gonna pick it, but it's just a little green, so I'm just gonna let it wait. We've got a heck of a ton of tomatoes to harvest again. I still have a ton on my counter, and I am just coring them, scoring them, and freezing them. And it's just the quickest, simplest way for me to get them ready and like give me some more time. And then when I'm ready, I can pull them all out. And the skins will slide off when they thaw out, and then I can can them. But ooh, something's eating those tomatoes. I always think this time of day, it's not too bad. I'm not gonna get eaten. Look at all the turkeys. I love where we live. I've really gotta figure out a plan where these mosquitoes, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many I just got. We weren't out there that long. Ay, ay, ay. All right, for dinner, we are literally just taking a hodgepodge from the garden. We've got some cut up green beans. I'm gonna just do habanadas because I picked them, some bell peppers, some shishitos. So a lot of peppers, a little bit of green beans, and then Philip bought this little just seasoning pack. This one's lemongrass basil, and I'm gonna simmer that. And the fastest meat that I could just pull out of the fridge was some shrimp. So that'll be thawed and can cook in just a few minutes. And then just cooking up some rice. So that's what's for dinner, guys. An actual garden, home fresh garden meal. The hard part is that we do not follow recipes. We like have ideas of flavors that we go back to, and then the fillers will just change. And I know maybe a lot of people cook like that, but I know a lot of people prefer, at least friends that I know, prefer to have a recipe of exact, and we're just very much not exact people. But we also have meals that aren't like, they don't need to be exact. We do a lot of Mexican, a lot of Asian. We don't tend to do a lot of Italian other than just maybe a pasta night. And then we don't necessarily do, I guess, what you would consider like American meals, other than on occasion we'll do something called a burger salad. So I'll take everything that belongs on a burger, and maybe we'll do lettuce wraps, but honestly, they're such a mess. It's just easier to just chop up the salad and then put anything that you would put on a burger. And then our salad dressing, Philip makes a combo of mustard, red wine vinegar. Mustard, red wine vinegar. We will just have that as our dressing like you would almost on a burger. But like a Thousand Island, especially if you make it homemade, would be really good. Anything that you would put on a burger would be really good. And then we'll do grilled onions, avocado, tomato. We do a fried egg. on every burger that we possibly can. So we'll put a fried egg on that burger salad. But when Philip is in full swing making his bread, we will just do burgers on a slice of Philip's sourdough bread. Oh my gosh, there's nothing better than freshly milled. If you missed the vlog, we've been grinding our own flour, and then we don't make bread with yeast. So we feel that yeast is made in a lab versus, let me show you Philip's starter. We should put a name. We should set a name to it. I follow someone on Instagram, Ballerina Farms, and she has like a name for her starter. And our starter is getting so good, and it bubbled over today, but I feel like it totally deserves a name. So this is Philip's starter. If you can see all the bubbles in it and how big it is. It is amazing, and his bread is fantastic. So I used to be gluten-free, dairy-free, but there is something about having milk from your farmer down the road and making bread fresh in your house, and especially with a starter. So that starter has all those bubbles are active, and it's going to give you what you need to help digest that bread, versus when you just add yeast to it, you're missing all of that active, healthy part of bread. And all bread used to actually be sourdough up until they invented yeast 100, 200, 150 years ago. When did they invent yeast? I don't know. So these are not spicy, so I could totally just cut up all the seeds with the habanadas.
But those are.
But these are spicy. Look at that Thai chili.
I'm terrified to wash my hands or touch my lips.
No, do not touch anything. Yes, Kinsley? Okay.
No.
Say hi. Hi. You want some of the peppers? You want to eat? Please. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, I think I'm going to save the shishitos for another meal. We've just been blanching the shishitos and then making an aioli. And I go heavy on the lime in it. So yummy. Okay, this is actually perfect. Is the bell peppers? These are the plastic knives. We have an Amazon list of things that we just really like and things that we use. And these plastic knives, I think, are under the kid tab of our Amazon little favorites. But the girls use these to cut. So bell peppers is actually perfect. And then I will move on to cutting some onions, which, yes, we also grew in the garden. I feel like this year we learned a lot. We have a lot to grow in if we want to be as self-sustainable as we dream. But I feel like this year has been an awesome learning year. Okay, so we've got our stir fry going. Everything is from the garden, from garlic to onions to green beans to peppers. And then I have some butcher box shrimp, and then I'm going to add the sauce and the rice.
Mom, the green beans are getting lighter.
They are.
Why are they getting lighter?
Because they're cooking and they change color a little bit. Do you want to tell Daddy and Kinsley that we're almost ready? Now the question is, do I bring in my secret weapon and add a can of coconut milk to make it go farther? All right, team, let's work together. Some produce to handle, but we don't want to lose those tomatoes. I'm hoping that we're growing so many tomatoes that I can can enough that I can focus on not just tomatoes next year, and hopefully our canning efforts will last us. I don't know, we'll see how much canning we get from the plethora of tomatoes that we've grown. But Philip just made bread, so we put the girls to bed and Philip came and did some bread making. And yes, we have to cover everything because the flies in this house are out of control. The big flies somehow have become more manageable, but the fruit flies have gone off the charts. But look, washer, dryer. You guys missed that? You missed that vlog? The flooring people moved my washer and dryer. Oh my gosh, it is so amazing. Did Cassidy's watermelon stain my favorite overalls? I think we look pretty good. Oh, can I show you what else I did today? I got sidetracked into a chore that I needed to do because I pretty much broke my dryer and needed to fix it to be able to keep going on laundry. Okay, so this wasn't going all the way down flush and was kind of sticking up a little bit like this. And my mom said she cleaned out underneath there, down in there. See how you can actually see the metal? Well, it was so much lint that down in the machine was like caked on, but I couldn't pinch it out, at least not very easily and not effectively. And so I ended up unscrewing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws, and then you could take this whole plastic piece out, and then I was able to get my arm in there and actually scrape out all of the lint. So little fun fact, if you really want to get your laundry super clean, is to unscrew it all, pull the thing out, and get all of that lint out. Anyways, that took a little while today. Don't forget which screw goes where. That's what took a while.
We are headed to go hornworm hunting. Alex, may I make an announcement? This is the first night of hornworm hunting that is actually cooler outside than inside.
I know, it cooled off
It
so
cooled
much
off
this
big
week.
time, and it is in fact my greatest joy and pleasure to say, no more days in Tennessee over 90 degrees for 8 more months. The seasons of Tennessee are the best part of Tennessee. The best weather ever is coming, and it's here.
Oh, this is
That
like
means
a
it's
drawstring.
not over 90 degrees. Oh, we can build you a drawstring.
We need a drawstring to keep out the bugs.
There shouldn't be bugs at 60 degrees. Let's pray.
There were
But yes.
so many mosquitoes this
There
morning.
were so many mosquitoes as the sun were going down. I think they were like trying to bite for dear life. They were like, "We're going away. We gotta bite everything we can."
Seriously.
Did you bring a flashlight, or are you just useless without yours because mine's better?
I'll get mine.
You
Do
should
you have
know
anything
what's
to put them in? Let's go. Have we vlogged this? I feel like we vlogged it, or was it just on stories? I think it was just on stories. Okay, the camera doesn't show as well as in person, but the black light will instantly
Just
show.
right there.
Let's see. Can you see how it glows?
That's an armyworm. So armyworms will take out your entire grass. They'll eat it from the root up. Very destructive. They have a black spots on their back.
Look how much that glows. It's hard to tell. And then all those white things on its back are actually wasp eggs. So I can't film it very well, but all I'm trying to show you is that you shine a black light and literally the worms will glow. And I will link this particular black light because the one in my pocket, it is just more of a vague light and it doesn't make them pop as well.
It has a
So-
broader reach.
So we'll
this
just,
one is a more of the specific.
yeah, you want a black light that has like a very nice tight focal point. You can see how the worms just glow and they are eating just the tomato plant. Okay, I'm not gonna show it because it's absolutely repulsive.
You should show it.
But that bucket down there is full of hornworms. I'm literally like blocking it from you because it's so gross. But they weren't as big this time. We got a lot of small ones and not as many big ones, which is great. I'm blocking that from the view. That is so yuck.
This is the real deal right